Okay, we're gonna work on this Jack Daniels bottle here. I have spray painted it white. I believe it was Rust-Oleum 2X satin. I want to say it was Blossom White. I've got parchment from Fusion Mineral Paint. I'll make just a little bit more so you can see how it's done. That's more parchment. And this is Saltwash for our texture. Take that brush out of there and mix it together for the texture that we desire. I don't know if I'll be needing this for more, but since I have more now, I will probably do more. You never know. Okay, let's see what we think of this texture. I think we're gonna try it. I don't need it to be super thick this time. I don't want it super duper thick. Super duper textured anyway. I think I'm gonna like this. And I just spray painted it white. One thing to save a little time. You can paint it with whatever paint will stick to glass, or you can put a primer on first and then paint it. But Fusion is meant for sticking to glass, but I just wanted to save time. And you could just go with this concoction of paint and salt wash first if you wanted to. But you're gonna keep seeing glass underneath there for a while. You'll have to put a couple coats on to not, you're just gonna keep seeing glass under there. So I just feel like it's easier if you put a base coat about the same color as what you are using for your paint and salt wash mixture. So that's why I do it. So that way I'm not gonna see the glass underneath. I will see white paint under there. And that's not a big deal. And we'll be doing other things to it. So, either way, it's not a huge deal. And it's also fun to spray paint different colors or paint different colors underneath, like gold. You may or may not have seen the video for that by now. I've done one with gold underneath. It's actually not gold. It's actually a bronzy, brassy color, but kind of looks gold. That one's really pretty with white over it. So there's just a certain amount of that color peeking through. I've done a Halloween one, which there is no video for that one because I did it with friends at our mastermind last week, but it had blue turquoisey color underneath. And then I put black over top. So there's just some of that blue peeking out, but it looked pretty good too. So you can have all kinds of fun, just different ideas. So we're just stippling this on. This is a 1-inch chip brush. You're probably not going to use this brush again unless you just keep it in here and use it for the next week or so, as long as you have this concoction, at least. But yeah, you might be able to wash it and reuse it, but it's not going to be good for much else other than salt wash. They get pretty beat up from all this pouncing on here. But that's looking pretty good, and then it's gonna have to sit and dry for several hours at least. You want it dry. And you can dry it with your heat gun, but it's not gonna be super duper dry with the heat gun. I mean, like thoroughly dry. It'd be dry enough to touch it, to move it, whatever, but not like thoroughly dry. Okay, do I have my Lazy Susan? There we go. It's just kind of easier to put it on here. And I don't know where my lid is, so we may just put some, really don't want me in the picture because it's a fresh from the shower, no makeup look right now. I may put some Spanish moss on the top of here just because I don't have time to be looking for the lid. And that'll just be another different look. You know, we don't want them all to look the same, which, not that I'm keeping mine, but I mean, I want some for me, but I gave 2 of them away to a friend for his event. He's got a Halloween event coming up, and I was showing some to a friend of mine, and she's like, I want those. I want all of those. She's like, I've been buying them at Marshall's, and these are so much better. So anyway, I don't know what Marshall's has, but I'm sure they're, you know, plastic and not, you know, well, they might be glass. I don't know. I don't know what they have. But anyway, she really liked these so much better. So anyway, so I have none for me. So, and then somebody else saw these. She's like, how much? I'm like, I promise the next batch is going to go up to where I sell mine, or where I sell my things. So I've got to get some up there, and then hopefully maybe I'll get some made for me. Maybe not. Who knows? But anyway, I'm talking about Halloween ones though. So I've gone up. This is not going to have moss on it because this is going to be a Christmas one. So what was I thinking? Anyhoozle, we'll figure out something more Christmassy for this one. But it's got that weird, you know, it's for alcohol. So I don't know. Yeah, we can surely stick something down in there. Some kind of Christmas sprig or greenery of some sort. So that's got to dry now. And then we'll be back later. Okay, we are back with our whiskey bottle. At least I believe that's what it was. Isn't that what it is? This is what our texture looks like. I'm going to take a sander and just smooth it down a little bit. Knock down any of the really high peaks. This is a 400 grit. That's really not doing a whole lot. Let's see what this is. Okay, this is 100. So I'm gonna go lightly. I don't want to take much off. I just want to knock it down a little. Just taking the high peaks off. Just making it a little easier for our transfers to stick on there, because that's what we're going to do. I'm not trying to go down to the glass or anything. Okay. Okay, you can see what I sanded off there. Okay, and I'm going to take my wipes, because that does leave it dusty now, and our transfers don't like dust. So let's get that wipe. You could just use a wet rag or whatever, but you definitely want to get the dust off there. Okay. And then we definitely want to dry it. And this is still somewhat freshish. You know, we did this, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 hours ago. I'm gonna dry it and I'll be right back. Okay, like I said, this was just, we just stippled on this Saltwash and paint mixture a couple hours ago, maybe 3 hours ago. So it's not like it's been on there 24 hours or a few days or a week or anything. So I don't want to excessively sand it or, you know, put a lot of water on it, a lot of pressure or anything. So anyway, just want to mention that. But yeah, I've got a deadline for the release tomorrow. So I am trying to push it a little bit. But anyway, hopefully you can let yours sit for a couple days or whatever to make sure it's good and solid and hard. But anyway, I didn't have that kind of time. So my plan, we'll see how this works. I have all these laid out here, all these beautiful little houses. We're going to try to go around this whiskey bottle here. We're going to see how it goes. We're just going to dive right in here. I've cut them all out to save a little time. If I can get it off the backing there. And you can see there's a rim and a rim, so I'm just going to stay in between there. That's my plan anyway. Don't ask me why I'm using this. I just saw it laying there. I think I like it. This is just out of this makeup brush set I got. It has all kinds of soft brushes in it, and I don't even know what this is supposed to be for. Does that go into your eye? I don't know, but I saw the end of this, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that would work for applying a transfer, so we'll see. I'm hoping this Saltwash and paint mixture will add to the snowy effect. Look. Okay, let's see how it's doing. If you ever take it up and you see there's still some on your sheet, just lay it back down and rub some more. I love it. That's what it's looking like right now. Just using my little polishing pad. Don't press too hard, especially on this, or you might get a little distressing, which might look really cool. But anyway, just really on something like this, really want to make sure I get it just really pressed down on in there. I mean, I use it on everything, but okay. Let's see, how's that gonna work out? Looks like it's gonna work good, but we'll see. Is anybody watching Yellow Jackets? I've got it on my brain. I just finished up season 2. I know, apparently I'm behind, because apparently I hear there's a season 3. But I'm too stingy to, what is it? Is it on HBO or Showtime? I don't know. I was pretty PO'd when I watched season 1. And they said I had to get whatever other channel it was to see the next season. I'm like, oh, heck no, I am not. And then the other day it just popped up, oh, season 2 is on Netflix. I'm like, oh, how about that? So I assume season 3 will pop up one of these days. I just finished season 2 yesterday, day before, I don't know. Kind of stinks because I just have it playing in the background, so I don't get to see everything that's happening, but I don't sit down and watch it because Greg didn't get into it. He fell asleep on it, so it's not one that we're watching together. But I know enough, I think. Some weird, wild stuff. Some freaky stuff. But I'm kind of to the point, I'm wanting to know how they get rescued. Yeah. I want to know how they get rescued. There's been so many twists and turns. If you don't know what it's about, this team of, what were they, soccer players maybe? Girls soccer team. We're going to a soccer tournament or something, and their plane crashed, and some of them died on impact, and then the remaining ones supposedly survived for 14 months out in the wilderness, which not all of them survived either, but yeah. Yeah, it's bizarre. It is just bizarre. So I don't know if it goes past to season 3 or not. So anybody who's watched season 3, let me know if there's going to be a season 4. I guess I could Google it. I'm good at Googling things like that. But I don't want to see any spoiler alerts. But I have a tendency of when it takes too long for the next season to come out, then I lose all interest. So I'm really surprised that I watched the second season. Because it's been several months since I saw the first one. So this is what happens when I gotta sit here and do all this rubbing, and I may edit this out too, who knows. I probably will. Landman, that's another one, which that one's not so bizarre, but I don't know, it's pretty violent. I have a lot of times where I have to hold my laptop in front of my face so I don't see it, because I just hate violence. No, it's pretty violent for me. Greg loves that show. Of course, Allie Larder, who doesn't, what red-blooded American man doesn't love her? And was it Varsity Blues? Was that the movie where she had the whipped cream bikini? My husband, God bless him, he wants to get a hold of the writers and tell them that she needs to do the whipped cream bikini again. And that would just be awesome for their ratings. It's like, babe, their ratings are fine. like, I know, but wouldn't that be awesome if she did it again? Like, okay. But he's not wrong. It's a pretty good idea. And she could pull it off because she looks amazing. Okay. What's up next here? I guess this one. And I'm kind of sort of making them touch so that it looks cohesive. And I may have to find some little pieces to fill in yet. Definitely gonna have to. Definitely. Yeah, I may have to, yeah, definitely figure that. Oh, I may have to do this one instead because it's bigger. It was looking, I thought it looked a little different before. Okay, yeah, I might have to use these two instead of that singlet there. Okay. All right, I'm gonna cut this one out. These are so stinking cute. And of course, the supply list of everything I'm using is always in the description box below the video. Because I can't remember the names of these. Because they're all so new. Yeah. It might be Yuletide Nostalgia, but it might not. I think it is, but I could be wrong. So I've got two of them out here. I better stand up, make sure I'm somewhat where I need to be. I don't know, we may do a little bit of blue up above for some blue skies. Some wintry blue skies. I don't even know if I have a blue handy. I'm not sure if I'm going to need this on here, but I'm going to go ahead and put this little tree. Because I don't want to have a little gap at the end. And I would rather have this tree kind of slightly behind the house instead of on top of it, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna put it down now. So I put this one on. This tree is going on by the first house I did. And then I'm gonna go back and pick up where I left off. Okay, now back to where we left off. Cutting that bottom off just helps me lay it down better, line it up better. Yep, I did need that tree. Good deal. Okay. Yep, I definitely needed it. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay, we're gonna see how this goes. I have some paisley out from Fusion. I don't know if that's gonna be blue enough. Maybe too pale, I don't know. It might be a nice wintry blue. We'll see. Just over here making messes. So I just have a nice soft makeup brush. Kind of want to create a blue sky kind of up there. I don't know what I want exactly. I'm just winging it till I feel like I like it. Just letting that blue pick up on the texture. Might as well, I'm gonna go on up because that all looks pretty plain up there. Definitely got it heavier on that first section. You'll have that. And then we're gonna have to accentuate some of this detail of the bottle to make me happy. Not sure what I want to use yet. Maybe I'll just, I don't know. Either use some blue wax or some Bronze Age wax. Something to highlight that. Transfer. I may put some ribbon on the top yet. I don't know. It needs something, but I'm gonna have to figure that out. Okay. Okay, I like that. And that was paisley, if I didn't say that. I think that was paisley. Yeah, paisley. That's pretty. That's a perfect winter sky. I like it. Okay, I wish you were here. Wish you were here to tell me what color to highlight the details of the bottle. I don't know what I'm feeling here. I'm not much of a blue person, but I could go with old denim here. We're gonna try it. I'm actually gonna use a brush, if you can believe that. Be quicker. Another makeup brush. And old denim is what we're going to use. We're going to see if we like it anyway. We'll see if I like it because I'm the only one here. Okay. I got a glob on there. I don't want that. I guess one good thing about not having enough time to get these all done ahead is I don't have to wait too long to share them with you, because I get excited when I like them, and I'm excited to share them with you, so I'll be sharing them with you in the morning. But next, I've got to try to get these videos edited so that if you're wanting to see the video, I can say, oh yeah, I already have it on YouTube for you. I don't know what the odds are of me being able to get all these edited by then, though. Oof. I'm gonna try. Oh, I've still got a window I wanted to get done yet, too. a little dark. I'm just trying to buff that out a little. Or a little heavy, I should say. I hope you're able to actually see what I'm doing. So I am essentially just painting with wax on all these beautiful details of this Jack Daniels bottle. I'm tempted, I'm not gonna though, because it's, you know, some people might be offended, but you can still see the Jack Daniels on there if you really look. So I could totally highlight it with this wax, but I won't. If it was for me, I probably totally would, because I just think it's cool. Who's it for? I don't know. But they might be offended. Or they might just not buy it because of that. And they also might get it home and see that later and be mad. Who knows? People are weird. This is what happens when I'm left to my own devices and have to talk through this whole video all by myself. So sorry. So we're just kind of shadowing, shading with wax. Okay. What else do we want to do with it? We'll do a little here. Sorry, it's hard for me to try to show you and also be able to see myself. And yeah, not screw it up. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do it around the bottom too. Any place I can find a detail, I am highlighting it. Okay. It's a little dark there. So I guess I'm just trying to darken them all up there. Okay. I'm not going to do these because I just don't want to take away from the scenery. So I think that's what we're looking at. I may try to do something with the top. If I could find the bottle top, that would be great. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But for now, that's what it looks like. We got a whole little village. So you can pick your side you like, or you can alternate, depending on your mood. That's it for this one for now, anyway. I hope you enjoyed it.